with something that we are going to clearly keep it gaming related.
Even though it's really hard because a
widespread effect, a lot of ripple effects is happening. We're going to talk about FTX and its whole entire debacle of a hedge fund, blockchain technology company that sold coins has now tanked and imploded on itself.
So just for people who may not know, I'll have you explain because I know you can explain it better than I can.
I'm going to try as best as I can.
I'll of course simplify. Don't try to go too crazy.
No, I didn't.
So what exactly is FTX?
FTX is a company that was supposed to be a new source of blockchain, like a Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash or Litecoin. Nothing to do with creating a brand new technology, but just a front. And they were selling coins as well to produce that currency. And there's a bunch and a lot of coins. Okay, I just named a couple, which some of them use a technology. Monroe uses Ethereum or Ethereum. I don't know. It's one of them, but there's a couple that uses that Ethereum. Yeah. There you go. You just
I was like
Ethereum.
I just had to fix my hair.
Oh Lord, jeez. Ethereum. Okay, that technology has been proven to work great with other coins, but that is decentralized, right? And all cryptocurrencies are decentralized, and what that means is pretty much you're on your own. You go do stocks. You go put your money in the bank account. It's covered by the FDIC. That works in two ways. That can either you put your money in and all of a sudden things get real. They can take your money out because it's technically theirs. They're just borrowing it and they have bonds, so whatever. I'm not going to here to bore you with that. Or if you get frauded and that money gets taken out and it's not your fault, they can cover you up to a certain amount. And that was in every bank covered by FDIC, whereas cryptocurrency, not so much. That is absolutely terrible. But that is the best way right now how I can describe what FTX is. But this thing was so broad. I personally thought it was just something that was another coin that GameStop kind of pointed and said, I think I would rock with you because you seem smaller yet have enough pull and that's it. And the only reason why we're mentioning this on our podcast is because it's powered by GameStop. And well, not by GameStop, but they worked with GameStop. It is a part of our podcast. And we talked about it around September.
We did because that's when they decided to collab and work with each other in September.
And what I was saying is, that could be very great. Every trading that you have could produce a certain type of cryptocurrency that can be obviously in a decentralized marketplace that you can use for other things through GameStop and obviously with Outlandish's Nightmare NFTs that can be converted as well. That can go hand in hand. It was a great move, but not so much of the company itself. I didn't think GameStop did enough for their homework because if it's decentralized, they could just literally drop it and then go get something else. They could just drop it, go to XRP. They could just drop it and go to Dogecoin. They can go drop it and go anywhere they want, but they chose FTX. Now, the reason why it's so big because they had a lot of backing from a lot of different investors. We're talking like billions.
Big
NFL, investors. Tom Brady and his ex-wife. They were investors.
The MLB, the Miami Heat.
Billionaires and investors.
Tennis players, football
Bill Clinton.
players.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nancy Pelosi and her husband did it.
There's football players, tennis players, actors. There's lots of people who actually was back in the South. There was commercials, but I remember on the Super Bowl last year that they had this year. Yeah, I keep forgetting 2022. They had
Super Bowl was last year.
No,
this year.
It was in February.
Yeah.
That's why you got me confused too. I was like, don't do that. So yeah, there was an FTX commercial, and I believe Larry David, yes, that's the actor from Curb Your Enthusiasm, was in it, and he was in the FTX. And then, of course, Tom Brady was in some FTX commercials too. And it's crazy. It was huge. But then, of course, something happened last week, and I'll have you go into detail exactly.
Pretty much, I'm just gonna be kind of because again, we want to keep it just straight
exactly.
Gaming. Binance is one of the
Binance,
which is like a Coinbase. Coinbase is there's like a stock market app like Robinhood or Fidelity, but then Binance was like that as well. But they were a major player that was holding all the decentralized currencies and making it as a stock market of all the trades. Apparently, they got so big, they realized that I think were they trying to purchase them out? Is that what it is?
Basically, they were looking to purchase them out.
Yeah,
but then found out
there was nothing backing up their money.
There was nothing backing up, and
no collateral, no nothing, no assets.
So they were like, okay, we're not doing this. And then everything pretty much just hit the fan.
Imploded. Everything literally collapsed. The Chapter 11 has been filed today, and there's a lot of rumors back and forth of all the different storylines as to why. And I was saying right off, and I don't know if we were live on TikTok with that, but connecting the dots, and now it's coming out. It just happened. Unfortunately, GameStop was one of those companies that hedged their bets to keep FTX.
And of course, with GameStop, the way they've been going on these past couple of years, with the whole like meme stocks, them getting money because of that. But then obviously, even before and after that, still not a good company to like work for. Lots of people complaining about the situation, a lot of money they're losing, and something like this happening, and them losing their investment and their partner and like that. This is not a good hit for GameStop at all.
Yeah, man. Let us know in the chat so you can tell us what's happening with FTX and how you feel about it, or if you're very, very much new to it. But I will tell you what, it is something to look for. We'll probably have a little follow-up and see if it affects, like in the epic way, GameStop.
I have to find out, like, because right now, because they were selling like some of like the gift cards and stuff like that, GameStop is refunding their customers who bought the FTX things, and of course, GameStop don't got money like that, so that's gonna really hurt them.
Yeah, that was that's bad. That hurts the bottom line. So all these companies ended up getting hit,